Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the July 22nd, 2017 edition of The Breast There Is, The Breast There Was, and The Breast There Ever Will Be Wrestling Podcast. As always, I am your host, Mikey B, WWE, and this week is the build-up to the weekend pay-per-view Battleground. Since Battleground is a Smackdown Live exclusive pay-per-view, the main focus of the WWE was on that. That is, of course, with the exception of Kurt Angle's huge news that he dropped on the WWE Universe on Monday Night Raw. I said last week that the next pay-per-view action for the Raw Superstars is a while away, at SummerSlam, which is on August 20th. Considering how the WWE has multiple pay-per-views for many of the months in the calendar year nowadays, not having a pay-per-view for over a month's time, due to where the dates fall on each respective month, really slows down the pace for the show. Monday Night Raw is in this state right now. It's definitely struggling to fill the time. Now, on to the bombshell that Kurt Angle dropped on us. After about 2 months of waiting, Kurt came down to the ring and came clean about his big cover-up. The big news is that while Kurt was in college, he apparently fathered a child without his knowledge. It looks like Kurt just added another I word to his famous 3 I's of integrity, intelligence, and intensity, with the new one being unprotected intercourse. And wouldn't you know it, Kurt's child grew up to be a professional wrestler in the WWE. What a coincidence. Kurt Angle's son is Jason Jordan. Yep, nobody saw that coming. Kurt called Jason to come down and join him in the ring, and the two shared an embrace, with Kurt shedding a few tears. The only conclusion I can draw from this bizarre revelation is that Jason Jordan now got the push of his life. I fully expect Jason Jordan to start being a contending singles wrestler, vying for numerous titles now. This move also signifies the end of the tag team American Alpha, which Jordan shared with partner Chad Gable. What will happen to Gable now? I'll discuss that a little later on. For Jason Jordan, though, if he stays on Monday Night Raw with his quote-unquote father being the GM, either he'll start getting unfair advantages over the other wrestlers, possibly leading to Kurt being fired as GM, or Kurt may voluntarily step down. I anticipate the former happening. Whether you like it or not, this is a huge development in the WWE, with the possibility that this story will last for their careers. Since we're talking about the WWE, it's not unfeasible that the company could also create a storyline that the DNA doesn't match and there was a mistake or something. It would appear, though, that the company will run with this story for a long while. At another interesting point in the show, it appears that the WWE has heard my complaints, as they have now reintroduced the feud with Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor after quietly abandoning it for several months. I don't want to get my hopes up too high until we see Balor say something challenging back to Bray. Like I said a few months ago on my podcast, this potential program with these two could be very good and could easily last for 3 to 4 months, no problem. Backstage prior to his big announcement about his son, Kurt Angle also told Bayley and Sasha Banks that they will compete next week on Raw in a number 1 contenders match for Alexa Bliss's championship. Also in the main event of Monday Night Raw, which was a number 1 contenders match between Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe, we got an interruption from the returning Beast Braun Strowman, who made his return after a week off. The Beast created destruction as he always does, resulting in this match being a no contest. My prediction of a fatal 4-way for SummerSlam is looking pretty good at this point. Following both major and minor storyline developments on Raw, we now shift our attention to the action on Smackdown Live. Not much happened on Smackdown Live in the days leading up to its pay-per-view Battleground. Renee Young interviewed abandoned American Alpha teammate Chad Gable. Gable talked about how he plans to show the WWE how capable he is as a singles performer. Of the 2 former members of the tag team, I'd bet on the one who now has a paternal relationship to one of the all-time great Hall of Famers over Chad Gable to have a successful singles career. This team could also rejoin at some point too, who knows. But Vince and his team wouldn't have placed Jordan in such a position if they didn't strongly believe in his capabilities. We also saw the in-ring debut of Mike Kanellis, who faced off against Sami Zayn. With a little help from his wife Maria, Mike secured the victory in his debut match. These two are also having a rematch on the pay-per-view this Sunday. Becky Lynch also secured a clean victory over Charlotte Flair, which was a bit surprising. I'm looking forward to the time when these two have a program together, but actually for the Women's Championship. Besides these things, not much else happened before the pay-per-view, as all the feuds were now set for Sunday. That about covers all the major developments in the WWE this week. Be sure to check out my WWE Battleground prediction show also this weekend. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel below. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.